What do you see when you look in the mirror? And I'm not saying what your family sees, your wife, your kids, your coworkers. I'm definitely not talking about what society sees. I'm talking about how do you interpret that reflection? Because the mirror is honest. It shows the good and the bad. It shows that light that's beaming from you. It shows that dark void that you're running from. But it's all about how you're tuned to that observation. Are you a person that is constantly wearing a disguise? Because if you don't come to the mirror honestly, that reflection you get has virtually no value. So if you want an honest way of looking at yourself, go to the mirror naked. And I don't mean physically naked. I mean, look at yourself as raw as you can. Don't put any positive spin, any negative spin, because it's not needed. Just evaluate what you see. I'm Jack, and this is the Second Intermission. This channel is for men 45 to 55, men that are starting to ask different questions. So if that's you, welcome. So why am I asking, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Like that's some profound question. Maybe it's a question that you've asked yourself, but maybe it's not. Maybe you don't realize that that mirror reflects 100% of that true self. It doesn't hide, it doesn't hold back. It doesn't need to. Because the mirror's got permission to reflect both sides. It can show you the positive, it can show you the negative. It can show you that shining light that's inside you, if that light shining bright. It can show you that dark void that you're running from, if you're running for one of those. It's honest in a way that most people aren't gonna be for you. Most people are gonna give you some sort of spin on the question of, who am I? But the mirror doesn't do that. But you gotta be attuned to understanding what you're seeing when you look in that mirror. Because sometimes we come up to that mirror with disguises, with a mask. We come up wearing a costume that the mirror reflects that back. The mirror is honest, but it's not magical. If you don't show up authentically and ask the question, who am I? Who am I today? The mirror is not going to be able to answer it. But if you do walk up to that mirror, look straight in it. Look in that mirror, look through those eyes, because you're going to see yourself. You see your reflection, and you ask yourself, who am I? Ask yourself more detailed questions than who am I? Why am I important? What am I doing here? How can I help the people around me? Ask those solid questions in that reflective moment, and the mirror is going to give you that answer. You got to listen, because the mirror is not just a visual thing. You got to be able to hear it. You got to be able to smell it. You got to be able to determine that I didn't ask the mirror the right question, so I didn't get the right answer. And that's what I've been trying to do for as long as I can think about it. I've been trying to ask the mirror as honest of a question as I could, and trying to just take that reflection and use it for what it's worth. We've all seen an animal walk up to a mirror and they see themselves. And there's a couple of things that happen when that animal sees themselves, because they don't know that that reflection is them. They see it as another animal. They see it as something to attack, something to engage, something to run away from. And that's kind of what we do sometimes. We don't realize that that mirror is our true reflection. We run from what we see way too often. We combat what we see way too often. We're confused about what we see way too often. And I don't know if I can give a better example to like drive that point home than that cat that walks up to that mirror for the first time and just recoils back. But don't do that. Don't be that. Don't be that cat. Be that person that sees the honesty in that reflection. That knows it might be ugly. It might be disformed. It might be all the things that you don't really want to accept. But it also might be beautiful too. Now, knowing your scars, knowing your hardships, those are the things that make you that beautiful person, that gives you that beautiful reflection. Because life's hard for all of us. To some varying different degree of hard. I know that. I know there's going to be people in the comment that are going to say, I got this going on, I got that going on. And I'm not going to dispute those things. Some situations are situations I've never been in, don't ever want to be in, and I feel sorry for you if you have to go through it. But the reality of it is, we all go through hard stuff. And we all need to see that reflection in the mirror. Because we need to show up as true to ourselves, but as understanding ourselves as we can for the people around us. For our loved ones, for our family, for our friends, for our co-workers. I'll even extend one piece of courtesy. For society in large, we need to show up and be the best person that we can be. And that comes from asking those honest questions of that mirror. That comes from seeing what it's showing you and knowing that there's always improvement that can be made. There's always something that you can do to make your situation better. But also knowing that some things you gotta accept. Some scars don't get smaller. Some blemishes are gonna be there for the rest of your life. And when you look at them, don't recoil. Don't show disgust. Lean into them. Because those are the things that make you who you are. You can't be a person that gives a good, solid, honest reflection if you're not willing to accept what gets reflected. And I know it's easy to be philosophical and act like the world is a good place all the time. And I had to catch myself because I do think the world is a good place, but I know it's not a good place all the time. But if I had any choice, I'm gonna ask myself that honest question. Who am I? What am I good for? What am I here for? How can I help? What do I still need to learn to be able to be that person that can be good, honest, and helpful? And nobody can answer that question but you. And there's no better place to answer a question that only you can answer than looking in your own eyes. And that's what the mirror allows you to do. It allows you to look into your own soul. As they say, the eyes are the key to the soul. There's no other way you see your soul than looking through that mirror. So if I could tell you one thing that I know for certain, there's a better person in that reflection. Just, can you see him?
I don't ask for too much.